Today we're going to teach you how to multiply, make a reciprocal, and divide using fractions.
When you multiply using fractions, you multiply across. For example, 4/5 times 9/8. This is 36 because 9 times 4 is 36, and then 5 times 8 is 40. And then you can make it into simpler form because 2 goes into each of them. And so your answer would be 9/10 if you simplify it. Now Billy is going to show an example.
First you take the two top numbers and multiply them, and it would be 3, and the two bottom ones, and it would be 8. And if you can simplify it, you would Okay, but I can't simplify this one.
Okay, now we're going to figure out how to find the reciprocal. When you find the reciprocal, you flip the denominator and the numerator. But if it's a mixed number, then you would make it into an improper fraction and then flip it. So we're going to do 5/10. So you flip these two around, so it'd be 10/5. Now Bob is going to show an example.
I know!
Okay, what you have is, so the teacher already drew out a problem for me. It's 8/10. Okay, so then now you gotta put one. You take this 8, you put down here. Then you take the 10, you put up here. And then you use this. This is a trick I always learned. If you do that, it makes a cross, which is good for times. So 8 times 10 equals 80, and 10 times 8 equals 80, which can translate into 1, which can also translate into just 1.
When you divide with fractions, now we're going to learn how to divide. When you divide with fractions, you write it out like a multiplication problem, and you keep the multiplication sign and flip the second number. For example, 4/5 divided by 2/6. Since there's a whole number right here, you put 4 and then you put a 1 on the bottom, and then you change this into a times sign, so it's multiplication, and then you flip these two around, so it's 6 halves, and then this equals 24 halves. Now Silly Goose is going to show another example.
Well, you want them both to be a fraction, so you make it, and then you put a 1 at the bottom. Then you X out the division sign and put a times sign, and then you flip the numerator and the denominator around. So it'd be 6/5 times 7 ones. Well, 7 times 6 is 42, and this is 5. Well, you can simplify it, and that would be 8 2/5, because 5 goes into 42 8 times, and then it'd be 2 and then 5 for the denominator. Bye-bye, folks!
Bye!